GSUD family, and welcome to my new live stream. It's your princess here. And we had a pass to opening. It is the statue against, I can show you real quick, Ancients against EIS over here. Ancients are our allies this season, so we are just doing some friendly fights, getting some merits to empty out the store. So welcome everyone here. I hope the chat box will work well. Let me kind of check that out real quick. It should work now. So how is everyone today? Trick is first again. Glad to see everyone here. It is so easy. I kind of totally like to, you see here in new infantry how they are jumping with the new artifact. They're coming in the middle, but they are super easy to deal with because they don't have much counters. So I think it is really much easier to attack them when you're a mages player than when you attack the Goris Gogol because they have the big counter. So yeah, I mean, we had some good numbers earlier already on. I mean, we're already here in fighting mood. It is zone 2 is kind of secured, so we are waiting till it gets more ahead in this KVK. So just having fun right now. So how is everyone? I think in an overall Call of Dragons, it's kind of the G2 servers, they are kind of at the end of their season. There should be the season summary soon when I'm not mistaken. So and here is kind of like the G1 servers, kind of every zone 2 is kind of decided. So everyone is waiting till it goes ahead. Princess, did you see any of our zone 2 past events? Trick, I watched it. I think I was with Shy in a call one night. And then I saw you defend it well. But how is it going, Trick? Could you defend it when everything well in your favor? Let me retreat a little bit. Hi, Murder. That chat box is working. That is looking good. I did not pay fully attention over here. I just kind of track it. We garrisoned the pass for 12 hours. Wow, that's a good job. But I saw when they came over EX to you that they tried, but did they make it drop a tower on your zone? I mean, I saw some pass reports and they were crazy amount of deaths on both sides. Let's back off a little bit. They have a lot of Gorish Googles. If there's a possibility, I always try to target a Garwood or a Metal Lane because it's just not so much counter and you do the AoE. And we have to see, I kind of expect that maybe NF57, oh, do you see? NF57 and Bosy maybe kind of push in our zone 2 in the meantime because they see we are right now busy here and they maybe make us teleport over or something like that. So we have to see how that is going. We had now the Augerstone also, that so long-range warfare is working, so we will kind of see the difference, how it will be. back up a little bit. You don't want to be the front line as a mages player. I think the path robots were only ones which were error traded good. But we haven't lost territory, we lose towers, and then we build more in their downtime. That is a good plan. That is kind of how when we were faced Noir, we kind of did the same. Let's retreat a little bit. So that is kind of what we did too when we had to defend our starting zone against Noir. Build up a good tower defense and just with the other shells just rebuild and try just to defend the magma. I mean, that's a super legit decision. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of will play a little bit more offensive now. Hopefully that March kind of dies. It's better to get a refresh. And the good thing here in Statue is you can always send in directly when your Marches dies. But I definitely go always for the downfalls more gross before I go for Gorish Skogul with the counterattack. It's just more comfortable. Attack the other one. I tabulated the total dead since I was garrison leader for all 12 hours and I saved the reports. 10.7 dead infantry and they had 12.8. Oh, that is interesting. So you traded positive against EX. But look at that numbers, what we get that troops. It's kind of crazy. So let's see if we can die over here. And I also set up finally my talents. I can show you later when that kind of fighting here is over. Because I think super, super interesting. Oh no. I need to kind of figure out the best way to play. Oh, I'm still at 106k troops. That sounds good. So we can still go ahead. Yeah, it's too many troops between my two accounts. I have 1.2 million dead this season. I mean, you get 50% back, so it's a 600k loss, but it is huge, you know. I mean, it is super. That's super huge numbers. Let's see how much merits one March can get over here. This is so many troops between. Yeah. I mean, it's super cool, but at that point in the statue, I sometimes think it's better to play a little bit aggressive and get a new full march because overall, you lose a lot of time when you only play with your 100k less troops like I have now. So let me see, it's 89, so. That doesn't mean I take I just give it out too easy. I just play a little bit more aggressive. Maybe tank a little bit and die on the counter from a Gorish Gogol or something like that. Yeah, now it's the time just to play super aggressive and kind of die. Take with me what I can, yeah. You see 54K merit, so that's kind of cool. Oh, did they change that? Normally you could send in the other match already. Have you wait again till the dead troops are home? Did they change that again? That's kind of crazy. So in the meantime, I can at least here share on the official COD. They screwed a little bit. I can't go in. I can't go in. It is kind of annoying that they changed that again, because it was so much more comfortable earlier when you could just drag in your next march. So that is kind of, I don't know if I like that. Princess Murder Silas, opinions on forcing players to leave your kingdom. What about threat of forced power reduction? Do you mean how you can get, I mean, I can only kind of maybe say how we do it in EIS here. We have different requirements you have to hit during a season, kind of activity, merit requirements, etc. So, and everyone who don't meet these requirements is forced to leave the server, and but they get warnings and they can stock up the migration permits. But if someone is really saying, no, I don't go here, I just stay here, but I don't contribute to the server and don't contribute to the team when we are in KVKs, then they get attacked, and that you just have a little bit less. But I would just send out, I mean, you can do easy the king mail, finally. You can only deploy one legion to the providing grounds. What is wrong here? Maybe give me a second, I have to restart the game. That looks very weird to me. Let's go through a restart. That is not normal, that you can just not deploy your troops in. You can only deploy legion. Why can I not go in? Why can I not go in? Does anyone else have the issue? You can only deploy one. Ah, because I dragged by mistake my farmers out here. What happened? Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh. That is sometimes on iPad, but if you have a little bit too fast fingers, then they drag the wrong march, and I didn't see that. Oh my God. Forced reduction of power is a nice way to say burned. Okay, but I mean, it is totally up to you, Trick, how you want to handle that. But I think overall, you have kind of make decisions. If you want to be a competitive server in future, you need active players. And the server caps, I can only talk for us, the G1 servers, when we had the last migration, it was horrible, yeah? So that's kind of, how can I say that? I mean, you want new active players in, and if you can't get them in, then it is really annoying. So the best way is, in my opinion, first just talk to them and talk in a friendly way to them. Yes, what are how they plan their future? Do they want to be active or not? And then just try to make an honest talk with them. And I mean, if they cannot meet the requirements, and you want to have, and when you want to build a super competitive server, then they are just in the wrong place and they have to find a new home. Personal opinion, if there was no justified reason to not meet the goals, I see nothing wrong in it. If there was a good reason for not reaching the goals, I think giving people a chance matters more. I kind of agree with Silas. I mean, by time, you know a little bit your members. So if a super active member, which normally contributes a lot to the team, has some in real life stuff going on and couldn't join so much, there can always be an exception, in my opinion. Oh, 7 billion power dead weight is a lot. That is a lot, that weight. And you have to see, you have also a responsibility for your team who is active, because they wanna play and they wanna get more players. So it is kind of, I know it always sounds so bad. Yeah, we are burning the people to getting the power down, but what is about the other players who are active? So in my opinion, they deserve to have a good server where people can migrate and stuff like that. So I think it's a legit decision. If people are not active, they should not be on the server. And especially even the lower accounts and stuff like that. Migration permits are so long available now on the daily. So if you just got them, I think it is a super chance. Let me just drag a march here real quick. Did I have that ready over here? So I think, yeah, as a leader, you have to take care of everyone. So it is kind of your responsibility too to make the server clean. You know what I mean? I know you're a super nice person. Oh no, I got caught. My multitasking talent's coming out again. The non-existing molting. So now we hit another tank. Also crude to compare a top team rules requirements to a lower teams. I kind of agree. Yeah. Might be just a migrated that. Oh, guys. When I read that chat, it is for me still. I'm kind of thinking more and more of getting my gaming PC because I can tell you what happens. The iPad is on my table. So in that moment, I look at the iPad and playing. I have to look on the table and I cannot watch the chat. So whenever I watch the chat, I have to look up. So it is really getting closer and closer to the time because I miss out of a lot of good merits and good reports when I'm streaming because of that issue. And I kind of don't want to have that anymore. So it is probably really time soon to get that gaming PC. Because just hitting tanks is not so my thing. Might just be a migrated kingdom angle. Is she talking about me? Nagao, never. I would talk about you and that things. I mean, you have you already migrated once, yes, and you still will be fine to migrate a second time. So you, for me, a good example why people should always be ready. And I think overall it is, no matter what, even if you like it the most in your team, I would always try to stock up migration permits because you never know what happens. People quit the game. Yeah, a leader goes away, the leadership change, stuff like that. And then you just want to have that possibility and not be forced to buy, because the smaller packs are also super much cheaper than the bigger ones. So stocking up and just being ready as in my opinion, kind of the way to go, that you're always flexible if something changed or so you're on the better side then. Silas, I can't afford to migrate to to 100 million plus accounts. It's super expensive. I would like to kind of watch the if NF57 is coming or Bosy if they're grouping up, but it's too risky right now. Maybe when I refresh. Bertora is doing much better this season for me. I don't know why. I mean, Lily is still the super choice for me. And I made it to the Paramount Championship. Pretty cool. You had to rank 128. I have to set up that too. I mean, I will probably not make it far because I'm really one of the weaker player there. Let's run. I got targeted. I mean, they have a good amount of tanks over here, engines. And we know the engines. They were our enemies last season. But this season, we are allies. So we're just fighting here a little bit, getting empty out the merit store because the zone 2s are pretty much already decided. So crazy with the long range warfare, you see it, the archers same range. It is just getting a little bit more tricky, but it's fine. But on statue fights or something like that, I always do Lily Valen. It's my favorite march because of the AoE and even here in that bridge. You see, Bertrand didn't, I mean, I didn't track him so well, but he's at 16k merits or something like that. I mean, I didn't play it so well this one. But you saw what Lily Valen makes just a difference with the AoE. And that's why I really hope the new heroes will be AoE heroes again. Oh, hi, Mr. Sneaky. How are you doing? Trick, send me the Kingdom mail you sent out too. I'm excited how you wrote it down. I'm excited how you wrote it down. I have a feeling Mr. Sneaky will cry about EAS scripting soon. Sneaky, yeah, you had a rough decision with our leader Dark from under his last video. When I saw that correctly. AoE archers, no thanks. You have the long range warfare archer players. You should really be happy with that. Oh my God, this round I didn't play it so well, but it is fine. I mean, let's back up a little bit. They have tanks. And hi, just kidding. Welcome to the stream. Good luck in the zone or fight, shall I say? Thank you so much. I mean, today was, when I logged in and I checked out, and then I saw that our content creator buddy Meow quit the game. That made me very sad to see. That he just, I think he had some valid points in his what he said about the gameplay, because yeah, it is just like he said, it's pretty much a copy of Rock, and he expected a little bit more new events and stuff like that. So I think he kind of made a point, but it's super sad. I mean, Miara was one of the first YouTubers here, and that he just quit the game makes me a little bit sad. So if he ever sees that, much love to him. I was a really early subscriber of him. Okay, let's go. Now we have to play a little bit more aggressive to die. Yeah, but 21 more. I really did not well with this Bertrand over here. That's why I just want my Lilia back. Yeah, super. Now I can bring Lily in. Why is she already doing that again? So now I have a little bit time till my Lily marches up here. Let me look real quick if there's any pushing in our zone 2. NF57 doesn't look so much like it. And Bosy is not there either, so fully focus on the statue. But I think we have another statue going on here over. Let me look here over the NA statue. We have here NA, and on the other side, our EBB. They will fight on that statue fight. I looked earlier on the other side, G3 and I think was it NF57 or Bosy, but they didn't group up, so I didn't set a marker yet. So they are fighting over here, and A are also our allies for this season. It will be super interesting when the zone 3 opens and in the different passes. Just kidding, saying he is in mood. This beautiful CC to attack and chat. But I let it because it's your chat. That's nice. I kind of respect it. If you, what is even a CC? I saw that abbreviation more often, but I don't get a content creator. Oh, but it's nice that you say nice. Just kidding. I appreciate it, and because no offense here against anyone. It's what I've been saying, but I get hate for saying it. All the community wants to see in some creativity, just not copy and paste, and it's not like we're asking for much. I kind of agree. I think it is a little bit too on the content creators too, that we give out our opinion and our experience, and I think I totally like in the content creator program we can always bring in stuff, and they are kind of looking out for it and listen to the feedback and stuff. I think it is really, the game needs a little bit to be spiced up, because my personal opinion on that Season of Strife 2 map, I think it's a long off times and boring times. So we have to see how it is with that past 5 and 6 openings, when you can go into different zone 3s, how that will play out. But I really want to see as much more fighting, and maybe a little bit more exciting events, because the Trial of Lights and the Crucible and stuff like that, I mean, the rewards are good and I'm always doing them, but I think there can be better. There can be better events or something new. I mean, the Paramount of Championship we have now, I'm not good enough to, I mean, I made it to the 128 and I was very proud of that, because we have so much whales here and so much big players. But I just don't have, I don't have the infantry to keep up. It is, in my opinion, super important that you have 3 infantry marches or something like that there. So yeah, that is kind of the only part what I'm not so happy about. All the community wants to see them, yeah. Meow joined Noir to play, but they nab, unlucky do next. I'm not sure if it's because of Noir. I think when you looked his video, he said it is more about the general gameplay. He was not so exciting about it anymore, and it was not so much fun to him anymore. So I don't think it was because of the decision, or because he could always just change servers again, you know. He's off cooldown, so if he wanted to play somewhere else, he could have kind of done it. And I think, I mean, that's it. That is also if the devs see that and stuff like that. And I think he will definitely have said his concerns and the reason why he quit also to the devs. So I think it is pretty cool that yeah, he put it out like that, and then I mean now they can work on it. Yes, a lot of people are thinking that way, and I think it is good as content creators sometimes to point out that stuff. But I also think, on the other hand, what I think is, I can only talk for myself and how I do it, but I liked a lot to play that game, and I want to have that game getting a good player base, and I think that is still possible, because the range combat here and stuff like that is kind of unique, and it's so much fun. I really enjoy playing it, and that's why I also support so much that we get a lot of strong servers to keep the game exciting, that we can have different enemies in KVKs, not always playing against the same servers and stuff like that. So it's also, I think, and that is just my perspective as a content creator, to show what the game has good sides on, yes? It's not that it's only everything here bad. For sure there is some stuff and there is some bugs, but that is in other games kind of the same. So I'm, from my personality, more a solution-orientated person, and that's why I still look on the good things too. It is not that everything is bad here in Call of Dragons or something like that. They have some points to improve, but they also have some good stuff in there, you know, and what makes it super unique. So yeah, that is where I try to have my view a little bit on. And just show the people outside there, maybe people who didn't even started playing the game, to see what you can have here and how much fun it can be. I can only talk for myself, but I have a lot of fun in that game. I totally like my alliance where I'm playing. We are having good fights, and that is why I really hope that game has some future. But I just hope when the final zone opens, we get really good fights, or maybe in the zone 3, because I really like that challenging fights, and we have to see how that goes. That is really what I hope. But what my experience is a little bit here, we have really some downtimes in Call of Dragons, some big downtimes, and that is kind of makes it a little bit. Then the people do other stuff beside, and I mean it's good having sometimes downtimes, but we have 2 weeks home kingdom for that, you know. So I think more events, more everything what gives us more PvP keeps the people in the game. I don't think they put that much budget in COD, just let it run as a copy. Oh. Princess, I believe it's up to the kingdom leaders to make a fun experience, diplomacy or otherwise. I totally agree. And that's why I'm so happy in the place where I am, because it feels for me it is here a really good place, and we are really PvP focused. I totally like too that we have requirements that people cannot just be slacking. So we are very competitive orientated. Everything gets organized. Our leaders and war leads are online, what is super important for me as well when we need it. I'm excited how the archers will report with the long-range warfare, how they did. Now we have the tanks on our side. I think it's important to not allow super kingdoms cat at 20 billion going higher each season by a little, because people grow but nothing more, so it's more competitive. Yet, I mean, the thing is, you have to see, I know there was a lot this discussions about Noir, and when Boss Nasty made a video, is it a curse? And now Meow is quitting and stuff like that. The thing is, I can only talk for me personal. I like it more being competitive, and I rather always take being the underdog and having PvP than having easy fights. It is super not my thing having easy fights. Why I cannot escape here a little bit? Let's go here a little bit away. So let's go push in it. I really need to work on that gaming PC thing. That is really my goal right now. It's so exhausting looking down to that. For map design, devs should let every kingdom have access to final zone. It's bad you can block people before zone opens. Trick is 100% agreeing, and I kind of agree to that point too, because the dragon fights we are looking for, and I'm coming out of a KVK. My last KVK was just, we were against the overpowered allies. So it was, I had really some good fights, and it was super good for me. It was challenging, and even if we were 2 versus 1 and TFS against the IS, it was super exciting for me, even if we knew we can't win it. But it was, we could try out things, and we could still give our best and stuff like that. And I mean, that is what a game is for, correct? Oh, guys, you see what happens? I get caught here. It is so annoying. I maybe try, no, arches are even more squishy. My decision is made so soon. I seriously can't live stream pretty properly, and imagine that in an open field war, it's even more worse. Even so, if it's not a possibility, kingdom leaders should figure out amongst themselves. But players' mental, we rather fight a losing war than an easy win battle. Yeah, Nagao, that is what we always did since season 1. And that is what I'm kind of, but everyone can decide it by their own, you know? There's no offense or anything. Everyone can decide it by their own, where they want to play. And you have also to understand the players in Noir, they put a lot of money in their accounts and stuff like that. So even if they want to choose to play it that way and kind of go maybe for the easier wins, or for the, easy wins is maybe a little bit said too much. But they just want to secure the win or something like that. It is a legit decision, so we have to respect it. And every player can find its place in Call of Dragons servers. There are much different servers out. So I think everyone there can just choose what is best for him, what he likes best, where he suits best, he or she. That looks intense. For me, it is just the part which is intense when I'm streaming and playing, that I really need my eyes are not on the same PC than the stream is. So that would be so much more comfortable for me. So it comes closer and closer that I'm going for a gaming PC. And it was so funny the first time I talked about my gaming PC with other friends from Call of Dragons. And they all said me, yeah, you can get it much cheaper when you do your own gaming PC by yourself. And I mean, probably it is the cheaper way, but in which world can I put a gaming PC together by myself? I just need to buy something finished and just start it. I cannot imagine that I built my own gaming PC, even if it's probably cheaper and better. But it is just super impossible for me. I think with this KVK, they try to force balanced matchups by not letting us choose the starting region, but it kind of failed, I think, at least in Noir KVK. I agree. But if you make the people choose the starting region, it can get even more coordinated, you know. So if people they know each other and they are global allies, or however that is all called, so they always ally when they are on the same KVK, then they can even have more easy. So I think Noir probably kind of was lucky that GG, with which them they allied often or stuff like that, is anyway close to their side. But for me, and that is just my personal opinion, it should not be, the leaders should sit together and talk together what is the best game experience, and not just like some do, they just say, okay, that are our allies, so the rest have just to do whatever they want. But these are our allies, we're going with that, and it is just not the way I would do it. But I'm not a leader on purpose. I'm just a player and content creator. They have a lot of good tanks engines. I like to see that. Good push of them. You see the downfall in between us with that new artifact, how that jumps? It's crazy. So here we go. And the kind of legs you sometimes have on the iPad, from what I heard from other players, they are on PC a little bit better too. But some have now issues with logging in, I heard also. True, starting region can be so toxic through. Jumping people is a good way to kill a season, 50 days of farming. Problem is the relationships alliances have between each other make it hard to balance anything at the top matchup. I agree and disagree. I can probably tell you one thing. I had that in the interview when I was with EDS. I mean, Predat, for example, he's a player of EIS too. So for sure we are friends with EDS and with him and whatever. But whenever it would balance out the KVK matchup a little bit more, we would also fight each other. You know what I mean? So it's not like we know us, we are friends, we have to be allies. And I think that is a super smart way to look on it, because at the end everyone wants to have fun. And I don't know if the strategy going for the safe wins and having boring season makes the player want to stay. I don't know. Personally, for me, I would not play in a server like that who always go for safety. That is nothing for me. I'm here to play the game for wars. And if I just run over everyone, that is not fun. I saw that now in our zone 2 when we were against NF and Bosy, and we just had the higher hero power and stuff like that. So is that fun when it's not really much challenging you? I mean, they put up good numbers, and they did, in my opinion, they did super good. They had super numbers, and they had good tanks and stuff like that. But if you don't have if you are on the team with so in favor of the maxed heroes and artifact, then it's just not a challenging fight and not so much fun either, if you know what I mean. Now we have some tanks. So I think it is really on the leaders. It is really on them to make a good game experience for the KVK, you know. So you can't do much as normal member. You can just look out that you get a leadership where you get what you want and your expectations. And I mean, some people are playing for winning, and I know some people don't like that, but in my opinion, it's also possible if that is what you want to go for, and you say I pay a lot of money, I want to win every season, and that is my goal. I mean, then you achieve your goal, and that's a legit decision as well. The shield really changed the tactic of frontline on the field now. I won't be getting Mogro, but Danfall, and that shield is a must. I think the shield is pretty good, especially when you are fighting bridges and stuff like that, and you have to push through a choke point or something like that. Then it's pretty cool. But I think Gore's Gogol is still kind of... So I was waiting for the new infantry, how they will be doing, and for what infantry I go, if I go Gore's Gogol, or if I go for the new one. And I decided I go for Gore's Gogol, because it's just the better march, you know? But I mean, here a lot of players just got it both, and got also the sheet. I mean, we have to see it on a really open field, longer fight, how good they are. I'm super excited seeing them in a real close war in open field. If they make a difference, that will be the super interesting part. They have a lot of infantry engines. Really crazy infantry, and the Gorus is crazy. Look at them. I mean, they have now the opportunity, they can just throw it in again when you don't have so long refresh marches. But I think it's kind of fine, because we have here the numbers and stuff like that. I made a picture earlier from our activity. It's crazy today. Again, I mean, that is what I really like on EIS. When we have our pings, our announcement, we're doing that or that, people are just there. And that is what I also like in a team play, that everyone is there, everyone contributes, and you don't have to, missing out people or something like that. Garbled Madeline for more tanking, Gorish Gogol for more damage, and merits depend on you. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like, I have to send in my infantry, and I don't want to have a look at it. I just want to throw it in, and then it does that job. So it kind of, I think it is good. Go for a Gorish Gogol, and I want a powerful, which survives a little bit longer, and also for the Paramount Championships and the tournaments and stuff like that. I mean, we saw that clearly, that there you need infantry. So, and I had a lot of, when I had to challenge others and they had Gorish Gogol, so I lost because I didn't have Gorish Gogol, and it is kind of annoying. So that is kind of a reason too why I wanted to go for them. And my Madeline is not developed very well yet. So, and as a mid-spender, you just work with what you have. Yes, you just look what is the best way for you. And I need anyway pick something probably in the dailies or so till the new Mages Heroes comes out, and then I will just work on my infantry. I bet you get way better trades now than last season. I do, but you cannot only blame it on enemies or something like that. I just opened my T5 Celestials, and I tell you that is really, that makes a difference if you play only T5 Vestals or T5 Celestials. That is so much more difference. The damage after Celestials is so much stronger. It is crazy. That brings so much more merits home. Just, as I said, just the Celestials. Look at them bringing out here the tanks again. But you need one strong infantry march really to contribute to the team. And I have now the T5 infantry open, so I can also help reinforce the siege bastion and the passes much better than this T4. T4 is it's just not good. Better stat rates, merits difference not so much, cost T4 give hardly any, yeah. Goris Gogol still best tank easily. That is why I kind of want to go for that, and unless there is a super open war and anything changed or they patched the new infantry or something, what I don't think will happen, so yeah. Just kidding, did all converted his T4 to T5. He said, you make a point that you think you should have kept one march of T4s to can resource heal super easy. And I know some people are doing that with support marches, etc. But what people don't know, I don't get the advantage of that. I mean, yeah, you have it maybe in a support march or something like that. But in my opinion, playing T4s, I played last season, I had T4 Celestials and I had T5 Vestals. And my T4 match brought me home 50% less merits and a double amount of hospitals. So sure, you can resource heal them, but overall it was super not good trades. I would rather send oh, look at that. I sometimes wish I could, and that is another point for a gaming PC, that you can just play with a mouse and touch it easier what you want. I kind of want to die now. Loved fighting EIS last season, but you guys also active. It was quite a lot of fun. Where have you been? Have you been TFS engines or have you been Noir? I'm bad in remembering names. I think our activities is really something what makes us unique, and that is what I really love in that game. Let me get killed. Now we can play super aggressive here, being frontline because we want to refresh. Yep, so now we go over here, sending that. Yeah, the pass, yeah, it is totally, you see that? Yeah, that is another bug. You just sometimes have that. Then you have to zoom in and zoom out, and that is on iPad, you have really some struggles sometimes with bugs and stuff like that. You see, I'm also a little bit behind in policies, but we're going there. It is not such an important war right now that I use gems. I always use gems when we would have an important war or anything, but yeah, getting a few merits more or less, it doesn't matter so much for me. So yeah, but I chose my talents finally. I locked it in. So what I did is over here, that was the requirement that you can take over more merits for the merit store, which is super. I like the march speed. I also took that over here because I think that's a powerful thing too and buffs my kind of fighting I'm doing. Yeah, here for sure going for hardest one. And then I picked the long range warfare because I can make use of my archers. And then I have over here the 10% more merits because I don't really joining army groups. I don't have enough T5 for that and stuff like that. So it was not so important for me. And then I go for the 3% normal attack damage. Depends if we go much long marching, it would have been probably the better way to choose that one that you get faster refresh, but I'm not so 100% sure. It's Bird and Tohar on base config, good enough. But what I can maybe do real quick is if I will share this as a picture, what I did earlier. I think that works out. That was our activity in front of the pass. I really like to see that. That is pure EIS. EIS before pass opening. I really like. Sometimes I take just pictures because I like it so much that we are so much people there and everyone is active. That's why I really enjoy to be part of that team here. You mean 5111 as base configure? Oh, okay, now I get it. Now I do understand what you mean. I think from Bird Tohar were you? I think Tohar makes really a difference when he is awakened, you know? He really does make a difference. So Tohar is, I got so much better reports when I awakened Tohar. Oh, I have maybe to press the healing button real quick. That my free elixir can heal up. Look at this, archers, it's so crazy. Oh, we have here a pin pulled back a little bit. So we can fight on the bridge, I guess. Mirror, the flying calf's gone. You have always to keep an eye on them when the flying calves catch you. They're so super fast. Oh, we don't want to have a red march. Hey Kexi, how are you? Welcome. Hope you have a good day. Nick saying, I know I just got him. Now we back up a little bit. Have a good fight against each other. To be honest, I'm an archer main. Oh my god. I could never be archer main. I could never be archer main. That is too late. I have so much mages now. Honestly, if you are an archer main, Silas W. If you are an archer main, in my opinion, I would just go for a strong Lily Valen, and that's it beside. Because I expect that long-range warfare is only a thing right now in Season of Strife 2 about the talents. So whenever it's like last season we had in Season of Strife 1, then it's just better have all the same range, you know. And when you're archer main, then you don't want to play it mixed with mages. I think Bertoha complements archer play as well. It plays similarly. You mean from the single target? Yes. But I think, I don't know. I think Lily Valen is so OP. If you don't have Lily Valen, I would rather go I would not miss out on Lily Valen. So here we go again. Now they have a lot of tanks again. Not a bad day today. Unfortunately, got home 30 minutes later. I had no private phone at the moment, and I have pain in my stomach. Oh my god, I feel sorry, Cax. I hope you're doing well better soon. I'm a little bit in worries about you because you have a lot of health stuff going on. So I really hope that is figured out soon and you're better. I know Murder is a super fan of Bertoha, and I'm not so much. So I would really be, if I would not have Lily Velen, I would first get Lily Velen, then Bertoha. Because the AoE you get, and especially for example, if you can only put in one march, like in the, I mean, you cannot compare everything here because I could sometimes not fully focus play, but overall my reports of lilies are better. Look at the 54K. I would not be able probably, but Bertoha doesn't too bad either. And especially, I think, on iPad, for that, it's a mobile game. And that kind of passes, it's easy to fight. But the other fight we had in a zone 2, where when we fight at Bosy, it is so super hard to track your marches correctly on iPad. It is super hard. But that is probably maybe the same issue on PC. Look at their infantry. Super, super powerful. I would get neither and wait for G3 mages. I mean, that could probably be a syntax. But we don't know yet. I mean, if they are single target again, I don't know. I think then Lily Valen is still the overend. For dollar spend, Lily Valen is always be the best, no comparison. Yes, thanks, Murder, that you agree with me in that. Yeah, I think it is really. Lilia is definitely a spender for sure. It is a spender march, but it is in all spenders the cheapest spender march for sure. I have an MRI on the 21s. Yeah, you said that earlier. I really hope that that helps you a little bit to figure out what is the reason for all that, because health is so super important, and if you don't feel well over a long time, then it's just annoying. No, I don't want to. Yeah, now it's a little bit poking here on the path, but that is mostly not the kind of fights I enjoy so much too. I mean, we all need some merits to buy out this store, so that's why we join here. But I'm really looking so forward to open field, guys. It is so, I'm so super excited about that. Depends on the budget, yeah. Need to make sure not get taunted. Here they say cry about it and send me home. That is crazy. Hi, hi. I always say Roxy because I cannot say Roxy only. So I say Roxy. I don't know why. No, we maybe back up a little bit. We don't want to get into the taunt of that. I mean, in Germany, it kind of depends what kind of healthcare you have. We have two different systems, but I think mostly you get the things what you need for. I never had any issues. And if you have a health that extra health care with which you get extra stuff, then I sometimes think they do sometimes test with you you don't need. Oh, it is just a. But you see, ancients, they are not giving up. They're standing here, their infantry, they're coming out again, and that is what I really like on them. And I mean, they had a rough time too. When TFS split it, and they had to set up everything there for them, and have to wait till people went out to the server 40 where TFS and stuff like that went. I think they had to figure out a lot of stuff as well. I kind of do it that way now. It's not worse. And then I have a little time here to talk as well. What did we get? 28. It's fine. I think now when they have more or less troops, then maybe even Bertrand Thor is better. Or I can try out my archers maybe. Let me try out my archers. And see how they are doing with the long range now. Roxy saying he can tell me his real name, then it will be easier. Yeah, but it is so rough for me. I mean, there's so many people in my stream and I'm texting and stuff like that. And I'm super bad already in real life in remembering names. I'm really not good. So, and then they have different in-game names to different YouTube names. And then they say me their real name. It's getting super confusing. That's why I'm so happy with people who have at least the same game name and same name in my YouTube channel, and it's so much easier for me. You become a German lab rat for the German doctors. Kex, truly, when you have that super expensive insurance here, you pay extra. It is really a little bit like that. Kex, I do, but only because I got hurt on the job. Oh, it's the same here. When you're in Germany, when you get hurt or have an accident during work, then it is pretty much the same. Then you get a super, super, super good extra insurance and stuff like that, and everything is free and stuff like that. Oh, do you see how laggy my game sometimes is? I mean, I can look over real quick to the other one. They are a little bit fighting here now. Well, I mean, everyone needs to stock up merits. Let me get ready to walk in. Another round, we have to take it because you see, we have to do the merit store, and I didn't trade yet this. And this week, the weekly merit store will reset. So everyone who is in the same season progress like me, don't press that button to refresh it because we get a better merit store and you want to do the refresh on that. So I don't really need research speeds anymore. That is done, build speeds. So I'm just buying the medals, the speeds, and the elixir every day. And if I want, I go for the resources too. But resources, I'm pretty fine. That doesn't look like my problem. You have then just not to be mad with me when I would forget it or something like that. That is the only thing. The devs are so bad at this game that they broke it. But is there any KVK for real? There is going on some party right now. Is there any Zone 1 invasion which is kind of looking successful from the G2 servers, or is it in any G1 server? Maybe I have not on my radar going something on. So let's see what the long-range archers bring us. I mean, you cannot really 100% compare it. I have to do it when I play without streaming and then fully focus, and then I will see. It will even super interesting when I play all my marches together, how the archers do and how my mages do. I'm still a mages fan. And it doesn't look like we get any war in our Zone 2. It looks, yeah, we don't get. I mean, that is, at least it is still better than merit trading. I'm not so a fan of merit trading. I only do it if it's needed that you stock up the elixir from the store. But yeah, we have the issue when we have here statue maybe a little bit with the engines again. Then we have pass 3, but pass 3, we share our zone 3 with our allies' engines, so it's not really fighting as well too. So we have just to wait for the passes. Then pass 4 is, I think, runes again, and pass 5 and 6 is then where you can invade the other zones. So that is what I'm kind of hope for, to get some fun over there. Now we look what the archers can do to the mages. Now I can finally, I have totally changed my playstyle when I do that, because I'm so used on playing mages that I don't attack the archers because of the counter, especially Chimera and stuff like that. Oh, do you see? I have the bug again. Where it shows me a march which is already dead. That is super annoying when you have that. Long range is cool with archers. It really is. But it looks good. I'm happy to see our allies so super active and having so much good tanks. That's good to know. Oh, it's buggy. Do you see that? Oh, it's so fucking hard here to charge it. So let's see. So let's see. It gets a little bit buggy for me, so I have maybe just to back up. I mean, it's super more comfortable to play with with long range archers. Look at that. And I'm really, when you can just use all your marches and you use your archers. People always say it is so in favor for the people who are main archers. And I kind of agree in that too, to a point. But I also think it's also in favor for the mages main if you have archers, because I never use normally my archers much on the field, you know? So, and because I don't use them normally often, now I can make use of it and I can save. Normally I have Margaret and Hosk with Celestials. So, but with that long range, I can use my archers normal and I have instant 600k more troops I can work on within the same range. So it profits me a little bit maybe too. We have to see that. Is that a gun with workhorses? Oh, someone has to kill for the healing. I said myself, I don't kill donkeys that season. We need to see how much resource heal it is at the end. Normal resource heal, I'm planning on doing a lot of resource healing if it's needed during the war. But we have to see how much is missing. I mean, if at the end only is 1k missing, I need to get the ember, then for sure I maybe will do it. But if it's not the case, then I don't heal whatever 8k thousand donkeys at the end just for getting that ember. So let's see. I'm frontline. I don't want to be the targeted one. Kella's coming. So it's doing well for me. The mages are mostly more in my favor because they don't die so fast. Especially when I stream. But I think overall, I kind of checked a little bit my stats so far, how I'm doing with my traits and stuff like that, and it is looking good. So GG Marks, thank you. Super cool here. I mean, I like the spirit the ancients has, and I mean we fighted them last season, so. And I think they now have their own leadership. It is not under TFS anymore, so they can kind of do their stuff like they want to do it. And Alibaba is a super person, a super active fighter. He's really, and that is what a leader has to be, in my opinion, super active. So now we just want to die. Taking some visas. I maybe just tank it. So let's see. Oh, is it an ice ring? No. I mean, that is, by the way, a good advice for lower power players when you don't have the T5 infantry yet and you have faced a lot of T5s. What you can always try out is that you're just using the ice ring, and you can use ice ring basically with, you see it like here with workhorses. If you're fast enough to activate it, it is still super good. And you give your team a few seconds, you know? So it's really not the worst idea. Feels like she's never dying here, Margaret. Now, finally. 32k, we take that. The damage is still good. Look at that. Even if you have the 20% damage reduction, it's super good. A true COD leader gets called when they are on the toilet and they respond. I'm hoping out for a bit, Princess. Let me know what you think of the mail I forwarded to you. It was published 2 or 3 days after Zone 4 opened. Merit requirements was notated at the moment, not for the EOS. Question, can I open it now, Trick, or do you want to open it me later? Alone and give you my feedback personal. So Trick, that you have to tell me. I don't open any DMs of you if you're not fine with that. But what I can tell you, people, Trick is really, I met Trick 2 KVKs, 3 KVKs ago. I don't remember, when I was HP and we were basically enemies and now we're all chilling together. The KVK wasn't so, I mean, the KVK was super cool at the beginning. Dragon Zone was a little bit, yeah, overpowered and stuff like that, but we became friends, and that is what, yeah, you can open it now. I have no shame. So let me look at that, how you dealt with it. Did you send it to me? Don't say you sent it to me in Discord. Where did you? I don't see it. Trick, I don't see it. Trick, when I don't see it. You have to send me in-game. Didn't you say? Let me know what you think of the mail I forwarded you. And I don't even see a Discord, but Discord is not so good. I can only show the in-game messages. Oh, we get 3 gems here, guys. We can't miss out that. So what I can say is GG Engines, good job over here. Good amount of infantry. Look at them, they have good numbers too. I'm super comfortable with them as ally, and from the personal mail, system mail. Ah, thank you. How is the other side of your runic? Mark, I can show you real quick. I just saw, I only set a marker earlier because I didn't see the other ones gathering up. So here they are still fighting too. You see NA here, walking up that statue and fighting ROE and BB, pushing them back right now at the moment, if I see that correct. But they have some great numbers here too. You have always to see I'm in simple mode, so. And the other statue, I looked earlier, but they were not gathering up. That's why I didn't paint it. Oh, but we have here NF. Oh, where's BDO? They have here too. Now they gathered up. BDO, G3N against Bosy and NF57. I mean, it's not a statue fight yet. You have to keep that also in mind. It is just a little bit, the pass opened and everyone is trading a little bit merits. I mean, because BDO, G3N, and NF57 and Bosy, they are allied too. So it's just the same like here with us with the engines. The only real enemies are NA and ROE and BB. BDO already done fighting. Oh, nice, thank you. All I have to say is that Rebra is top 5 in merits in EIS. What? Our multi-boxing Rebra got top 5? You probably traded the most merits. I don't see that. We have to wait for the real stats when we get our data, which is pure fighting and which is just trolling. I don't even know what my merits are. I'm not worrying about that yet. What are my merits? Yeah, I'm close to 2 million. How many merits last season? The workhorse skills are insane. I just need enough merits for the shop, and then I'm totally fine for this. But yeah, I choose the capacity that season, and I'm not regretting it yet. In the policies, because I think it is really, if you have not so much wars ongoing, you can just. I totally like that workhorse as with the garage. I need to check that report later. Is it just the ice ring probably? But you see that new artifact, how that is, it is super interesting too. You can super block, we had that last season already with the, when the tanks blinked. And you could go in the middle and you can block people from walking back through the bridge. It can be very powerful. Also, if you looked at the mail, I missed it. 21 million trick. I'm at 85 million account. Rapra the goat. I only had 200K merit from trading. Everything else is from Roy. Yeah, Rapra is. I mean, power is a little bit an indicator, but in my opinion, it's so much more about just are you able to resource heal? How are your heroes look like? How are your artifacts are? It's so much about that. That makes so much difference. We have to make some artifact spins later keys. I have some keys and I need your luck, guys, because mine is terrible. So I need anyone who has good luck stay here with me and give me luck. That I get maybe a Phoenix Eye again would be cool or something like that. Or maybe another staff is always, or maybe finally the gathering artifact. I'm still missing that as well. The next ice ring coming probably in. All the Kalas and everything. We sent workhorses too. Everyone is going kill workhorses. Insane. I mean, it is good because you get already all the elixir bottles and stuff like that, but I'm super confident in that KVK that I just do it with normal resource healing. I anyway hit it by time, so it's fine. So let's go here. Bertrand's still alive. He's kind of super tanky today. You're slacking. I'm at 30 million right now, trying to hit the 40 million before EOS. I mean, I have not much merit traded yet. I have a little bit merit traded, but not much yet. I think the most I have is from I did a little bit merit trading, but only if it was really needed, I think. Oh, I'm frontline. We don't want that. I am frontline. We don't want that. The thing is with the ice ring and the workhorses, it only works out when you have the ability still to activate your ice ring. Otherwise, it's kind of lost. But yeah, people just trading with each other that they don't have so bad stats. Sometimes I think that's the way to go. If you're planning on resource healing a lot of donkeys, you just find someone, you kill his, he kill yours. So trick, after my Bertrand died, or is close to die, I will definitely, let me go a little bit back. I can just walk home with that, and then we can look into your mail, and I will give you my review and my opinion, and the chat can give the opinion too. Let me just prepare a march in case I want to go in again. So yeah, 39 seems pretty decent. So here I have the mail of Trick. He said to me, like the stream for me, guys. Rebra, you are cute. Yeah, guys, if you enjoy the stream, make sure you drop a like. It helps me out a lot, guys. I always forget to say that. Imagine not liking cakes. My mods always are super supporters for me. So by order, oh my God, by order of hiking triggers, King of Kingdom 193. And in pursuit of our kingdom's strength and prosperity, the following decree is hereby issued. Our future depends on strict adherence to these guidelines. I don't know what adherence is, but I can kind of assume it. So requirements for kingdom. Effective immediately, all warriors must meet the following criteria to remain with us next season. A minimum of 35 million plus power is required. Check mark, because every free-to-play who is not close at that amount right now, I think, they do something wrong. Merits, each player must have 1 million plus merits. I would keep it higher. I think 1 million is not a goal over a whole season. But it is all my personal opinion, Trick, yes? Don't get me wrong. I think a good reference is mostly around that you say you make it power-based a little bit, but you have to look who is T4 and who is T5 and who is the enemy also. But I think 10% of your power merits requirement should be fine. Inbound migration, incoming players must have 40 million plus power and 40 million plus kills. Check mark. Farm accounts capped at 20 million power or less, 15 million. Or did they increase the farm power that they count as for the server cap? Because last time it was still 15 million. So I would tell all farms over 50 million power delete troops that I don't count. I would do 45 million plus. It kind of depends. I mean, limited expectations will be granted based on individual merit. These players will be addressed privately in the High Council. Public petitions will not be accepted. Kingdom direction for unity and coordination. Kingdom 193 will restructure. We will have 2 active alliances and 2 farm alliances for farm accounts and routes of war. We invite compliant IMG players to join EN or RN for server unity after this season. It's kind of good to see. I know a lot of IM players totally like them too. Migration for non-compliant players. Players unable to meet these standards are encouraged to migrate of one of these following kingdoms. Oh, it's very nice. You give them already opportunities. A word of caution, non-compliance will result in exclusion from major alliances, warbands, and season territory. In extreme cases, forced power reduction may be imposed. This unity will not be tolerated. This decrees mean to build a stronger, more unified kingdom. Those who meet the call will stand with pride. Those who fall short should leave in peace. Hi, King Triggers. I would not call you a N ... That doesn't feel good for me because I appreciate you too much as person. Kingdom 12, let's go. I'm not hyper competitive server cakes. I have other things if you want to do a deep dive into how we're doing tracking and things. I kind of like that trick, so I think hold on to that. I think it's a long mail. I think maybe make another shorter one. I like mails like this, short and sweet, because it helps you mostly the best way if you can just... Oh, I got stuck on the bridge and not killed? Interesting. Isn't server 12 EX? I don't know. I don't know their server name. IBO. Oh, yes. So I think you did not too bad, Trick. Are they still fighting? I don't like that camping around the pass and just hitting over it. That is the point. I mostly leave the war. But look at engines, they still have the power. GG engines. It was such a cool fight. Getting some merits, seeing you have so much infantry. That is cool, guys. Let's look a little bit at the BDO side again. That looked pretty fight intense here. BDO and Bosy and NF57. And NF57 and Bosy, yes, we pushed them out very fast on zone 2, but they have good numbers. And I talked a little bit to one player from NF57, and it looks pretty decent to me. How they are just kind of. Look at them. But it is more. They are allies too, so it's a super friendly fight, and I'm really not. Princess, is the mag safe good? What do you mean with the mag safe? Kexi? I need your luck. I need your luck. I need super your luck. When we go with my artifact spins right now, we can do some. When I drag in Lily one more time, and then we can spin some artifacts. Come on, bird, walk out. Let's walk up with my Lilia. She's coming, so we can go into it and do a little bit. You don't have wireless charging pad? I have no idea what that even is. I just have an iPad Pro. Oh, we have to start training again. Let me care about that later and just let's do it. 3 hours or something. -70. 479. Now I need to, what is 340 around? 162. Oops. 162. I have my own system here, don't mind me. I haven't even, I'm fully healed still. My phone port is broke. Don't forget to buy Merit Store. Yeah, I did. I did, Rebra. I did. Yeah, but I don't really need that. Maybe to sell later. So guys, I'm back in a minute. And then we're going for my artifacts. And I need your luck. Save all your luck for me. Give me money. Get in your phone. I'm back in 1 minute. So I am back. We can fight here a little bit, and then what are anchor products? I'm happy with my old phone. I'm not so happy to, it's not so my thing to change the phone often. Because in my opinion, then you have always to look for a new one. And how it is designed and how all the settings are and stuff like that. So I mean, that is more poking around the gate now. Oh, there's Tinsy. Hi, Tinsy. Some people I know because they're sometimes in my streams and stuff like that. So probably are just hiding behind Taxi's tank and hope being safe. Protofight spin screws and lame what I'm supposed to do. Murder is slacking, no top 10 in merits. Yeah, Murder is not a fan of merit trading. He's really, and he's not a fan of he likes the real fights. So he's not the one whenever someone pushes through the gate that he's the first one there. He likes the bigger ones for sure. I don't even know what is my ranking. Weekly I'm not so good, but overall I'm still 58. And my power is, look at that. That is a good thing. Personal power rank 125, merits 2 million. But yeah, all that stats and stuff like that. Look at that. Brian is up here. OMG. Vavros is a super player. Super strong player. Super strong. Bebe. Here, Rapra top 5. Here you are. Pillow, Dark, Philly, Forb, Anthony, Daisy, Agent, Miku. Pumba with his name this season. Chief, Aqua, Catzilla. So all the big names, you know them, Rudy. Yeah, here's Murder. I'm a little bit behind him. But we will be there when the big fights are, I think. That is the more important part. Is Dark the new Nephisto is just sending the Hoskinner, tanking it? I like that. Guys, we should invite Vanguards to that merits ranking. Murder is a fan of making me push in strongest slot. Oh my god, that was so crazy. When we were at the same KVK and Trick wanted to be top 1 and Murder made him spend so much more champs. Because Murder had a lot of speed save too. It was so good to see. But it was at the end, see you ranked top and 1 and 2. It was cute. So guys, let's go into that. We are ready for. Let me buy out here what I need. So now we go into that where I really need your luck. You see, I have some saved. We have 150 keys, so we go for some. Let's see what we can get. Whoever is here and please bring me, give me your luck. I'm super unlucky. Everyone says there is a streamer luck. I never saw my streamer luck yet. And every Forge of Light I get screwed to pity. So it was really, I was used to be a super lucky person, but then I started streaming and my luck went puff, just anywhere else. So give it to me. Take all my luck. I don't have any, so you can have it. Get the bomb artifact. What is the bomb artifact? Look. I get another springbird feather. Oh, guys, I tell you. And then probably the banner comes, the rally artifact or the other one. Heart of Kamasi would be good. I'm not an archer main, so I mean, I would take it. It would be a decent pull, but I rather would take a Phoenix Eye, you know? Phoenix Eye, and what else do I need? Maybe the Gather artifact, the Staff of Prophet would always be good for reduce my cooldown. I was gonna say Trick is here, so I don't know if a good time to try it. You want a springbird feather? Yeah, we can skip the animations. Guys, I already spent 100. Do we think I even get a legendary? Oh, we got one. Oh, yeah, we got the second one. Fang is not too bad either because it's my only infantry artifact. So maybe that is not so bad. That I will definitely use. It's level 4 now. We need that for the Paramount Championship when you're there qualified. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is just poking because look here, I made the qualification. Paramount Championship, you had to be ranked 128, and when we look through the roster, here you see from every kingdom who is qualified. And look at this. Here's EIS coming now. How many of us are qualified? We have the most players in it. It's super cool. I made it. I'm super happy. I'm super happy. But yeah, you face the players with that power, all that big power players. So I need to make. I need to make that that formations. I'm super not sure what I should do if I do just 5 times the same. But look here, I use Eliana Garvin, and you maybe would laugh, but it's not doing so bad. It is super tanky. Hope you get a good matchup. Yeah, but Kex, you already did that. Have I to set up 5 different formations? What is better? Or can I do 5 times the same formation? I just don't have a good tank, you know? I got a chat now. I gonna drink tequila with my Alliance members in Discord. Oh, enjoy drink. Have a good one. Drink one for me with you. Do you think your KVK matchup is fair, Roman? We need to see that. I think we have the stats. I made out a video of that, and I think it looks pretty balanced, as much balanced it could be. I think there would have been not a better option. You know what I mean? Is there another? All the other combination would have been probably too overpowered. We have to see, because I'm not so a fan to look only at the power for Kingdom, because it comes all down on activity. But maybe question back to you. Do you think our KVK matchup is fair? What are your thoughts about it? I'm interested. But everyone can view your formation after your fights to try counterpicking you if they want to. Okay. Yeah, but Kex, I'm probably anyway the person who joins in there and gift free wins to the others. I'm just, when you have not even a goddess Google, you it is so much about infantry. You don't think so, Homan? What do you think would be the better balanced allies? What would be your suggestion, our KVK to ally? I mean, we will figure that out soon when you see that. I mean, what happened for now is engines, which are our allies, they push back ROE and BB out of zone 2. Then we have the other zone 2 over here, I guess, where BDO pushed out NA from the zone 2. And then we have our zone 2. And that is where we pushed out Bosy and NF57. Did you decide it by diplomacy or not? I mean, I'm not a leader of that alliance, so I'm not doing diplomacy or anything. So what I kind of got from the announcement we got, that Doc did the talks, and they kind of agreed over, so because some people didn't reach out, so they already I think Engines reached out to Doc, and it was NA2, and they got into talks, and then ROE didn't reach out to us, I think, and BDO neither. So it was kind of going like that. But I'm not 100% sure how the talks worked. I would have to ask Doc or any from leadership here who talked to who. But I think given the circumstances, it's as fair as it can get. Murder, I kind of agree with that. it is a best of 5 since you fight through them 5 times. You need 5 formations, however you wish to choose it. Okay, interesting. Engines and NF57 are almost the same in power and activity. I kind of agree, Rebra. The most important thing you need to make sure is to have the correct artifacts on and that they are set on auto, because I had farmer artifacts and not on auto, so I trolled my first fight. Kex, thank you so much for the tips. I have to set up that everything later. So yeah, I think it's the most fair matchup. How could we set it up different? I mean, the only part what could have been probably changed would be that, yeah, but then we don't have zone 2 finds either when we go into that, and all depends on who's stronger, NA or R or E and BB. I mean, that is kind of the zone 3, which will maybe decide the Dragon Zone. If ROE and BB are able to push out NA together with BDO help from the other side, or NA with help from engines from the other side is able to push out ROE and BB, I think that will be kind of maybe already deciding how it looks at the Dragon for the end, you know? And from my perspective, and that is only my view too, I think that Dragon on that ramp, and it has only 3 ramps where you can go up on it. So I think it's pretty easy when you make it to the Dragon and you can defend it very well with your allies and put just the bastions and stuff like that on the ramps. It is super easy to secure. I think the other Dragon in Season of Strife 1 was easier to take maybe back when we saw the comeback from EDS and EXG. So that is what I'm kind of thinking. I think the ways, I haven't checked yet the passes yet, how far the passes 7 are. Are they someone which are much closer there and can get it faster, and some take longer. That is all kind of, I haven't looked at that yet because it's still so far away for us. Our EBB changed with engines. So you, okay, I kind of get that. So you would think BDO, engines, and NF57 and Bosy against EIS, ROEBB, and NA. Could maybe be an option. Could also be you could have changed engines with NF57 and Bosy. I mean, overall, I think it is still a super fair matchup. I think it's all overall. I think it is always a little bit in a favor of them or them. But it could have been an option too. Now that you say it, I think it would have been done the same. But that is how the leaders sat together. They make their allies and talk to each other before and trying to balance it as even as they can, you know. Let's walk a little bit over here. Look at the entrance tanks. Oh my God, I like to see that. So much Goris goggles. That's super good. I mean, for me, it's kind of cool. We were enemies with engines last season when they were with TFS and they were allied with Noir. So, and I like a lot of the engines players. So it's kind of cool that we are allied now that season, and maybe next season we are allied with someone else. Always happy to play with players in same side again, but I always respect my enemies as well. RE and BDO are allies. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Yeah, RE and ES don't work together. That is probably, there is some history too. It was when it was ROE and NTS versus EIS. I was only watching that KVK because I was still in the G2 server, but there is some fighting going on. There was some, fighting going on. So it's kind of, in Germany we say Rivalität, competition or something like that. So, rivality. Oh, Jen comes in the right moment when I'm not able to tell a word correctly. EIS plus BDO should be balanced. And Princess, you're getting attacked. It is fine. It is fine. It is fine. It is our allies. It is just like I made a lot of good trades. Give them some too. You know? Don't take everything so serious. We're just playing. That is not a war. Where it is, I cannot heal my hospital. And yeah, if my stats get 0.1% more bad or whatever, then it is what it is. Oh, what am I doing now? At the end, we here need all merits. We need merits. Our allies need merits. And I don't even know what our tanks are doing, probably being AFK. They are not moving either. AFK streamer, average COD streamer, muted. Just kidding. What, guys? That is my last match I play here, and then I'm anyway walking back. But I'm not muted anymore. If we get matched again, could you also donate me some merits? Do you need it so bad? I think you're able to do it by yourself. You're strong. You don't need that. So guys, I only wanted normally to stream 1 hour, and we already at 2 hours again, but thanks for everyone who was joining here today. My stream, oh, the archers with the range. The archers with the range that I'm not donating. I'm not donating to a Mac Crusader. That won't help. That won't happen. They're really coming for me. So that is the last tank I hit, and then I'm going home. But I try to avoid at least the town and run a little bit away. What are our tanks even doing? They are super AFK. They should town the other tanks. Finally we got the... So let's go home. GG engines. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, but I'm seriously waiting for the real fights. That is more my thing. It's just more my thing. More merits can't hurt. You can get some merits from D. What is D? D-E-E? It's probably something bad. Don't make me saying bad words, please, on the stream when I don't know that. We don't do that. So yeah, GG everyone over here. I still think we have a pretty cool KVK coming up. We will see it in the Zone 3s how it goes. But I kind of hope we have some good fights ongoing. We have some good wars. Kind of hope we have a good Dragon Zone 2. Or at least super good Zone 3 fights, which will be close. And people are, I mean, it is the people who are more committing, who are more risking and stuff like that. They will at the end make it, you know? And everyone who was here, I enjoyed so much having you here. Make sure you drop a like on the stream if you enjoyed the time with me here. Yeah, and if you want to like, you can subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that a lot. And turn on the bell notification. I will be back soon with some more live streaming when there is some more war going on. Oh, murder! I kind of guessed it was not for me. It was for him, but don't bring up bad things in my bad words or something like that. You can explain me later what it means. So everyone, thank you so much. See you soon again for some hopefully good upcoming worms. I have also a little bit of surprise for you soon. Some plans are coming around. I'm not making it official yet, but soon I will announce them. So you can stay tuned. I wish you all a super day. Hope you enjoyed a little bit hanging around with me, and see you soon.